Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Morning viewers. In this video we are going to see the upcoming Saturn Transit. Saturn moves from Capricorn to Aquarius on January 17th, evening around 6:02 p.m. We will be seeing the predictions for each and every zodiac as a separate video. If you are new to my channel, keep it subscribed so that you get my updates instantly. The Saturn transit takes place on 17th of January, evening around 6:02 p.m., where you are seeing the planetary portion. During the day, it is Visakha star, where Moon is on Scorpio, and you could see the planetary portion. Rahu is at Aries, Mars is at Taurus, Ketu is at Libra, Moon is at Scorpio, and Mercury is at Saggitarius. Sun and Venus conjuncted at Capricorn, Saturn being a ruler at Aquarius. Now, as a day, it enters into the Aquarius and becomes a ruler there, and Jupiter is a ruler at its own house, Pisces. This is the planetary position. Based on these planetary positions for the next 2.5 years, we will be seeing the predictions for each and every zodiac, how Saturn is going to behave, what are the good and positive things a person will get, and what would be the negative effects. First of all, one should understand the planetary position of the current position. It will have an impact up to 15 to 20% on a personal horoscope. The basis is only based on the original horoscope, which is derived on the Mahadasa and Antardasa from the existing planetary position on the birth date and time. So one need not have to worry about all these problems of Saturn. At the same time, during the 7.5 period of Saturn, as well as Saturn is at the 8th house, there may be some problems also. We call it as Ashtama Sani and we call it as Edara Sani. So all these two positions, the Saturn will give some negative impacts also. Depends upon the planetary positions during that particular time. The best remedy could be praying to Lord Ganesha daily, or every Saturday praying to Lord Hanuman will give you good relief from the Saturn's ill effects. So let us see which are all the zodiac getting good and bad effects based on the upcoming Saturn transit. For these three zodiac, the upcoming Saturn transit seems to be highly favorable. First, let us see for Aries. So far, Saturn was placed at the 10th house, is going to move to the 11th house, which indicates profit. So the position of Saturn, which takes its highest power like Mula Trikona at Aquarius, which is being the 11th house for Aries, this Saturn transit seems to be really favorable for them. So they can expect good returns. They can expect good returns through investments. There will be good rise in the salary. Those who have worked in a company for, they can expect some good incentives, increments during this upcoming Saturn transit. Also, those who are doing business can grow their business well and get some good business inflow, and there will be good inflow of money. So for Aries, we can say this is a good positivity. Next comes Sagittarius. So far, Sagittarius was under the control of Saturn for 7.5 years. On the January 17th, when Saturn moves away from the 2nd house to the 3rd house, the zodiac Sagittarius gets rid of the 7.5 period of Saturn completely. So that is a great time for them, because for the past 7.5 years they had struggled a lot. So this movement of Saturn, it will give some good benefits. It will start yielding good benefits for Sagittarius. Also, Saturn at 3rd house will do some positivity, as whenever the planets are associated with 3rd and the 11th house, will definitely give some positive results. The 3rd zodiac is Virgo. For Virgo, so far Saturn was placed in the 5th house. Now moving to the 6th house seems to be really good. So when 6th house, a planet like Saturn is associated, they can get good returns through business. Those who had invested money they can yield some good positive results during this particular time. Those who borrowed through loans, this particular time it will give them benefits of repaying back the loan. Similarly, those who have lended money to others, this particular period, they can get back the money So it's a good time for them also. They can win out of their enemies. In business, they can win out of the competitors' shares. All the positive things can happen. So for the upcoming Saturn transit, for all these three zodiac, the positivity could be more than 80%. Now for the zodiac Taurus. So far, Saturn was placed in the 9th house and which moves to the 10th house. 10th house indicates job, workplace. So we can expect good job opportunities for those who are unemployed so far. This time seems to be really favorable for them. Those who are already working in a company can find this period suitable for promotions as well as increments. Some may get foreign opportunities. They travel different places. So a lot of positive things can happen for Taurus. Also, Saturn is responsible for the 9th and 10th houses. So we can say some of them may start their own business with the father or elder brother's side. This could be really good fortune for doing business also. Now for Scorpio, as Saturn moves to the 4th house and we call it as Kendra. Whenever in Kendra a planet like Saturn is associated, it could yield some positive results. So for Scorpio, this Saturn transit seems to be really favorable. They can increase their asset purchases. Some of them can buy their own house, buy their own flats, they can buy their land, or they can invest money in share market and find some good profits. So it looks really positive for them. And some of them, if the mother's health is not well, they can get complete recovery from their health related problems. So this seems to be favorable for Scorpio. In terms of Gemini, so far Saturn was placed at the 8th house, so it could have given a lot of troubles for them. As Saturn moves away from 8th house to 9th house seems to be really good time for Gemini, because the ill effects of the 8th house is getting relieved as Saturn moves away to the 9th house. For all these three zodiac, this Saturn transit we can expect 70% and above positivity. Now for these three zodiac, if you see for Capricorn, as Saturn moves away from Capricorn itself is a good relief for those who are in this particular zodiac. So far they might have faced lot of troubles, they might have faced lot of health related issues, many negative effects, some might have lost their job. All these problems might have faced for the last 2.5 years. As Saturn moves away to the 2nd house, it looks really favorable for them, as at the 2nd house Lord itself is going to be a ruler. It looks like they can build their money back. Whatever they have lost so far, they can regain back. So it's a good time for building the revenue. Some of them can construct their own house. Some of them can communicate well to others. Those who are in the field of communication business, they can improve their skills. And those who are not married yet, it's a good time for them to settle down in their life. So positivity can happen in the upcoming Saturn transit. Now when you consider Libra, so far Saturn is placed good, but to an extent it is favorable as it moves to the 5th house, and Saturn will not do bad effects for those ascendant and zodiac of Venus as well as for Mercury. So Saturn being placed at the 5th house at Trikona is not good, but at the same time for Libra, to an extent it gives positivity. And for Leo, so far Saturn is placed from 6th house, it moves to the 7th house itself is really good, but at the same time as it aspects the Leo, some may find troubles in the married life. Who are looking for marriage alliances, there may be some troubles, there may be hurdles, so some negativity is also there. So for these three zodiac, we can say a positivity from 50 to 70%. In the upcoming Saturn transit, we could see these three zodiac getting badly affected. As Saturn moves from Capricorn to Aquarius, so those who are in this zodiacs and Aquarius, they are in the mid of the 7.5 period of Saturn, so they face lot of troubles in the next 2.5 years. So they may face some health related issues, some troubles, some hurdles in their life. Those who are looking for marriage, things may not happen in time, so a lot of negative things can happen. But one should remember that Saturn owns the houses of Capricorn and Aquarius, will not do much harm to the own houses. As you can see, a teacher can punish any student but at the same time, the teacher will not give the similar punishment to his own child in case if the same child is studying under him. So the teacher may show some mercy to his own child. So like the same way Saturn will not do much harm to the zodiac Capricorn as well as Aquarius. So they need not have to worry a lot. Now for Pisces, as when Saturn moves to the 12th house of Pisces, it starts that sound of period of Pisces now. So now the zodiac, those who are in this particular zodiac, they may face lot of expenses. So as they are entering to the sound of period of Saturn, so the next sound of years time seems to be a really tough time for Pisces. So it is not so encouraging for them. And the another zodiac is Cancer. For Cancer, as Saturn moves from 7th house to the 8th house, so which is not favorable. So far, they might have faced some troubles in the family life. There may be conflict between husband and wife, life partners. Now, all these conflicts might come to an end. Even for those who are unmarried, there are chances they get married. All these positive things can happen. But at the same time, when Saturn moves to the 8th house, it may give some health related problems, some hurdles, some troubles in the family life. So for these three zodiac, the positivity could be less than 50%. Now let us see for each and every zodiac sign, based on the position of Jupiter and the upcoming Saturn transit and also the placement of Rahu and Ketu, what would be the predictions, what are the positive things and negative things, which we can see in detail. Sagittarius, the 9th zodiac sign as per the Kala Purusha Tattva. Actually Sagittarius, they were waiting for this transit because the 7.5 period of transit is going to get over by the upcoming Saturn transit. So for more than 7.5 years they have been struggling to get rid of this 7.5 period of Saturn. Some of them had difficulties in finding their job, some of them had challenges in the workplace, even business not so good. Very tough time in the health related problems. So a lot of problems would have taken place in the past 7.5 to 8 years. Last leg of Saturn's 7.5 period, when Saturn is there at the second house, would have given a lot of problems in terms of communication, in family life. So this upcoming Saturn transit is a golden period for them because Saturn moves to the third house. Whenever a planet is associating with third house and the 11th house, it will give positive results. So in third house, once Saturn moves there, it will start giving the results. Whatever it has stopped in the past 7.5 years to 8 years, now Saturn will start giving the positivity. So it will show a new way in their life. Those who lost their job, this particular time, they start developing new skills and try to enter into a different industry. Some may try to get good opportunities. Some may get foreign opportunities. So slowly they start getting certain opportunities, and this is the first step for them after facing lot of troubles. Who are not married for long, from January onwards they start getting good alliances, and some of them may get settled down within 6 to 8 months time. Those who are working with communication as a base, they can see some good improvements in the upcoming years. Business will also grow well. Some of them can expand their business even in other countries. So slowly, Sagittarius, those who are in the Sagittarius zodiac, they find a good and a peaceful life starting from January 2022 onwards. Saturn at third house will definitely give good courage. They will fight with all determinations. So whatever the hard work they put in, they get good results. Some of them may find short trips. They enjoy with their family. They move around. They go to some holy trips. So positive things will start following one by one. Some of them may get good support from their younger sisters and brothers. Now Saturn from third house will start aspecting the 5th house, 9th house and the 12th house. So when it aspects the 5th house, there could be some problems with their children. Children may not study well. They will be lazy during this period. Some of them may find difficulties in getting the childbirth. So those who are looking for a childbirth during this time, they need to take some technological support to get good results. But during that time 2023, when Jupiter is associating with Aries, the problems will not be there much. Depends upon the personal horoscope. There won't be much negative results. Once Jupiter moves away from Aries to Taurus during 2024, they may find certain problems on the 5th house. Same way, as Jupiter aspecting the 9th house, there will be conflict between the father and father side family. There may be some problems with the father's health, so they need to be careful in all these areas. Some may not find some positivity in their approach, some may not get good results, some of the lucky moments they may lose out, so all these troubles they may face. But during the period of 2023, the negative effects will not be there, but at 2024 they find certain problems also. During 2024, in the month of April, where Sun exalts at Aries and Saturn aspects the Sun, that period there would be some challenges in the health of the father. Some of them may find dispute with the father also. There may be separation between the father and the son. Similarly, during the month of September, when Sun is at Leo, Saturn aspects the Leo directly. Even that time also, there may be some conflicts between the father and the son. There may be separations, challenges in the health of the father. Again, during November, at Libra, when Sun debilitates, they find certain issues also. Now Saturn aspecting the 12th house is indirectly giving better results. As the negative planet aspecting the negative house, it seems to be positive. So they get sound sleep, they get foreign opportunities, some of them may travel different places, they could give some charity, they could spend a lot on the charity work. So positivity could take place as Saturn aspecting the 12th house. Children might study well, children might visit different places, they go to foreign countries for their studies. Those who are working in a company, they may get good job opportunities, they jump out to different places. So this particular period, those who are unemployed for long, they get good job opportunities, especially in the teaching line as well as in the IT industries. Some of them may get good job opportunities in the courier and logistics field also. So it looks really positive for them. The position of Saturn seems to be really favorable, as the Saggitarius getting rid of the 7.5 period of Saturn itself seems to be really positive for them. This particular Saturn transit, the upcoming Saturn transit, would definitely give them good results, good married life. They can settle down in a good house. Some of them may purchase assets, they could purchase vehicles, they can buy their own house or land, they shift to different houses, they even buy flats and settle down. So positivity can take place from 2023 onwards. Considering all the planetary portion, for Sagittarius, the upcoming Saturn transit, we could definitely say 80 to 85% positivity.